guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, hello, how are you? My name is Chrissy and you are watching Chrissy's Craft Room. So in today's video, we are going to kind of continue on with part one of my how to create my sunflower crackle tumbler. So if you've already watched that video, then I'm sure you are eager to finally get to part two. Now, I know it's been quite a few days since I uploaded the very first video about this tumbler, and I apologize for the small delay in getting up part two, but as you know, I am a mother, and so sometimes things kind of get away from me, and that is just life. So hopefully you guys are as excited as I am to kind of continue on with part two. So I just want to give you guys a little breakdown of what's going to go on in today's video and where we left off with the first part. So if you remember from the first part of the video, we spray painted the 30-ounce tumbler, we applied the crackle medium, and then we applied the white acrylic paint on top of it. And then I ended off the video with it spinning with the resin on it. So this is what the tumbler currently looks like right now with the resin applied on it. Hopefully there's not too bad of a glare, but there you can see it's nice and shiny and ready to go for the next step. So I wanted to make sure that I didn't complete the tumbler without filming this for you guys. So let's just hop on in and get started. One little small detail I wanted to add in this video is that we are going to also be applying the words "You are my little sunshine" to this tumbler. Like as I stated before, this is one of my most popular tumblers. This is one that I create a lot and I gotta get a lot of orders for. So when we apply the decal, you are going to see that I actually don't use adhesive vinyl. So if you've ever heard of somebody using heat transfer vinyl on a tumbler, then that is what we are going to be using today. And if you've never done this method, then stay tuned because you're going to want to see how easy it is to use heat transfer vinyl on a tumbler. So if you don't have any adhesive vinyl, no worries, because heat transfer works just fine. So without further ado, let's hop on into the video and get started. Okay guys, so we are back, and as you can see, I've laid out everything we are going to be using today for the second part of this video right here in front of us. So of course we have the 30-ounce tumbler that has already been crackled and resined and ready for its water slide and our quote. And then we have our sunflower water slides over here to the right, and then a Tupperware full of nice warm water. So the first thing we're going to be starting with is applying our quote, and what we're using today is this heat transfer vinyl. And so I want to use "You Are My Sunshine." This is a quote that I use all the time. This is a tumbler that I do all the time, as I have mentioned before. And I want to just quickly talk about heat transfer vinyl, why I like using heat transfer vinyl on my tumblers, and what I feel are the pros about using heat transfer vinyl. So before, when I first started, I would only use adhesive vinyl. I didn't even know that using heat transfer vinyl was a thing and could be used on tumblers. I had heard someone in, one of the Facebook groups in the crafting saying that they use heat transfer vinyl and they love it and they use it all the time. And so I decided I wanted to give it a try, and when I actually tried it for the first time, I fell in love. And the reason why is because I just feel like it is so much easier to weed heat transfer vinyl. Not only that, but it's super, super thin, and you have a nice, when you apply it to the tumbler and you heat it up and it sticks on, the letters and the feel of the words it fuses to the tumbler itself. And so in my opinion, you don't get that raised feel of the letters, and it makes it easier to apply your resin to get a full coverage. So that is one of the main reasons why I love it so much. Not to mention that if you are out of adhesive vinyl and you have heat transfer vinyl, then you can use it too, and you don't have to worry about running out to the store to get adhesive vinyl. And so that is always a plus. So of course, with heat transfer vinyl, you want to make sure that when you create your quote or your image in Cricut or whatever program you are using, you want to make sure that you mirror it and apply shiny side face down on your mat before you cut it. Mirror the image so that when you apply it on your tumbler, it is facing the right way. So I went ahead and did that already. You can see I have it right here, and let's just apply it. So it's super easy to do. I'm gonna just move my water out of the way, figure out where I am going to put it, and I think I want to put it right here to kind of cover up some of the unwanted spots that I don't want to show through. And let me just place it down. Let's see. Right here. Okay, so I'm gonna just make sure that my words are flush with the tumbler, and then I'm going to go grab my heat gun. And what I'm gonna do is I am using this heat gun. It's from Harbor Freight, and don't mind the mesh, you can see it is well loved and used. And I am going to just turn it on and apply the heat. And let's move my sunflowers before they fly away. And yeah, only for a few seconds. So I might mute this part just so that it's not blaring in your ears. So let's go ahead and turn it on. All I did was heat up the transfer sheet with the heat transfer vinyl on the cup and peeled it up. So there you can see it's nice and flush with the resin. It's nice and flush with the tumbler. And so now we can let that cool down and we will start applying our water slides. Okay guys, so now that we've applied our heat transfer vinyl onto the tumbler, now we're going to start applying the sunflowers. So I already have a little Tupperware full of warm water. You want to make sure that your Tupperware is nice and clean, your water is warm. That is how the water slide is going to work the best. So I am actually going to start with this half cut one because I like to put these in the front, like on the bottom, and I am just going to throw it in here. And you see that it kind of curls up. Don't worry about that, just push it down and let it sit in the water for a little while. Now you'll notice that I do have a little washcloth or a rag here next to me. This is going to help me kind of smooth out the water slide and get all the air bubbles out. So hopefully you guys can see it clear enough. Now what I do is I kind of just touch it after it's been sitting a while and see if I can move it. And I don't know if you can see, but let me pick it up and see if I can show you. See how easy it is to slide up and down? That's when you know it's ready. So what you're gonna wanna do is, and let me zoom in here, is I like to pre-wet my surface. And just slide it off slowly. Hold it where I want it to be. Slide the backing off. And there you go. It's on. Now at this point, because it's still wet, you can maneuver it back and forth, slide it up and down, however you want it to be. So once I've gotten the placement, or once I have the placement pretty much where I want it to be, that is where I then grab my little rag here and start drying it up very gently, not to move it. And if I notice that there's any air bubbles or water bubbles underneath the water slide, that's when I want to push them out. See? And that's how it looks. And that is how you apply water slide to these tumblers. So let's just go through, and I may fast forward here just so that it doesn't take up too much time, but I'm sure you guys got the gist.
put you on my timeline.
Alright guys, so this is what the final look of the tumbler looks like so far. We went ahead and applied our quote with heat transfer vinyl, and then I showed you how to apply water slides, or how I apply my sunflower water slides to this tumbler that I create. So this is what it looks like right now, and the next step now is to just go put it on the turner and apply our resin. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So that's all for the little tutorial, my part 2 to how I create my rustic crackle sunflower tumbler. Alright guys, so that's it for this tutorial. I hope you really enjoyed this little 2-part series on how I create my sunflower rustic crackle tumbler. If you enjoyed this video, then please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, well then let me know with the thumbs down, so that I know what kind of videos you guys like to see. I hope you enjoyed learning new ways of applying quotes and stuff like that. If this is something that was totally new to you, then let me know in the comments what you thought and what you thought about this whole entire process. Is this something that you've tried before? Is this something that you are going to be giving a try as well? Have you ever worked with water slides? What did you think? Was it easy to apply? Are you gonna give it a go? I'd love to know all of your thoughts, comments, concerns, questions. Anything you have feedback for me, let me know in the comments down below. Also be sure to let me know what other kind of videos you'd like to see. I have a few things in mind, but I would love to know what you guys want to see, especially now with the holidays coming up. If you want to see ornaments or things more geared toward Christmas, then definitely let me know and leave that down below as well. I will try to link everything that I used in these videos down below in the description. And if you aren't a part of my Facebook group, then I will leave a link to that down below. We are an amazing group of supportive, uplifting, motivating individuals that would love for you to be a part of my VIP group. So yeah, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. And if you haven't seen the first part for this video, I will also be sure to link that down below so you can go ahead and give that a look and see how I actually created the crackle effect on this tumbler as well. So I enjoyed doing this for you guys. I hope you enjoyed watching. Again, thank you. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Chrissy, and don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you can be alerted every time I upload a brand new video. Thank you guys for watching. I love you all so much, and I'll see you again in our next video. Mwah.